Imagine waking up in a world without a single bottle of scented body wash. You feel the humidity of the morning forest clinging to your skin like glue. There is no porcelain sink and no pressurized hot water waiting for you. Your morning routine involves stepping out of a shelter made of branches and leaves. Every inch of your body is covered in the dust of the dry earth. You should, by all modern accounts, smell like a literal dumpster fire. But here is the strange reality of the ancient human experience. Our ancestors were likely far cleaner than your history teacher ever told you. If you find the idea of a clean caveman impossible, welcome to the family. Subscribe now, because we spend our time fixing how you view the past. How did they manage to stay fresh in a world full of mud and predators? The answer starts with a secret weapon living on their very skin. We often picture the ancient world as a place of relentless, crushing filth. We imagine people caked in layers of grime that never once washed away. This image of the stinky savage is actually a very modern invention. It was a narrative built to make us feel superior to our predecessors. In reality, ancient survival required a deep understanding of personal hygiene and health. A body covered in thick filth is a body prone to infection and disease. Ancient humans were masters of their environment and knew exactly how to maintain it. They didn't have chemical surfactants, but they had something much more effective. They had a living biological shield that modern hygiene has accidentally destroyed. Meet the tiny peacekeepers of the ancient world, ammonia-oxidizing bacteria. These microscopic organisms, specifically Nitrosomonas eutropha, were everywhere in the natural soil. When our ancestors sat on the ground, these bacteria migrated to their skin. They didn't cause disease. They acted as a high-tech, invisible cleaning crew. These bacteria fed on the ammonia found in human sweat and oils. They converted that pungent ammonia into nitrite and beneficial nitric oxide. This process effectively neutralized the sharp, acrid smell we associate with body odor. Ancient humans didn't stink because their skin was a self-regulating living ecosystem. By scrubbing ourselves with harsh soaps, we have evicted these helpful bacterial residents. Modern humans smell because we have removed the natural cleaners from our bodies. When we skip a shower, the bad bacteria take over without any competition. But for our ancestors, the dirt itself was actually keeping them smelling neutral. They lived in a perfect balance with the microorganisms of the forest floor. In the grand halls of ancient Rome, cleaning was a mechanical masterpiece. They didn't reach for a bar of soap when they went to the baths. Instead, they reached for a vessel of pure golden olive oil. Bathers would cover their entire bodies in this thick, viscous liquid. The oil acted as a powerful solvent for all the day's grime. It bonded to the sweat, the dust, and the dead skin cells effortlessly. Once the oil had collected the dirt, they used a tool called a strigil. This was a curved metal blade designed to glide across the skin's surface. They would scrape the oily sludge away, leaving their skin incredibly soft. This method provided deep exfoliation that modern loofahs can only dream of. It removed the waste while leaving the skin's natural moisture barrier intact. For the extra stubborn layers of dirt, they turned to abrasive natural minerals. Fine sand and volcanic pumice were used to scrub the skin until it glowed. They understood that physical friction was the key to a truly deep clean. Across the ocean, the Maya and Aztecs had a different approach to hygiene. They didn't just wash the outside, they cleaned from the inside out. They built massive stone structures known as temazcales for ritual steam baths. Volcanic rocks were heated in a central fire until they were red hot. Water was poured over these stones to create thick, cleansing clouds of steam. This intense heat induced heavy sweating that flushed every pore in the body. It was a cardiovascular workout and a deep cleaning session all in one. They used this process to stay healthy and spiritually connected to the earth. After the steam, they would plunge into cold water to shock the system. This ancient routine kept them vibrant and free from many common skin ailments. In the ancient East, the secret to cleanliness was often found in the kitchen. Chinese dynasties used the starchy water from rinsed rice to wash their hair. This rice water contained minerals that acted as a gentle, soothing cleanser. It left their hair strong, shiny, and remarkably free of heavy oils. They also discovered the power of the honey locust tree and its pods. When ground into a paste, these pods created a fragrant, effective washing solution. Ancient people in India turned to the sapindus tree for their hygiene needs. They harvested soap nuts, which are packed with natural chemicals called saponins. When these nuts hit water, they produce a rich, cleansing foam. This foam is gentle enough for silk, but strong enough for human skin. It has been a staple of Ayurvedic medicine and hygiene for thousands of years. Native Americans found a similar solution in the roots of the amoli plant. They crushed the bulbs to create a lather that cleaned their hair perfectly. This plant-based soap had the added benefit of repelling biting insects naturally. It was a multi-purpose tool for surviving the harsh realities of the wilderness. Ancient humans were not just surviving, they were thriving through botanical chemistry. They knew which leaves would foam and which roots would heal their skin. In the Middle Ages, the concept of hygiene moved from skin to fabric. Public bathhouses began to close, but people did not stop being clean. They relied on the wick effect of high-quality white linen undergarments. Linen is a miraculous fabric that pulls sweat and oils away from the body. A person might go weeks without a full bath, but they changed linen daily. The linen absorbed the waste products that the body naturally produced. These garments were then boiled, lye-washed, and bleached in the bright sun. A clean person was identified by the brilliant whiteness of their visible linen. If your cuffs and collars were snowy white, your hygiene was considered impeccable. It was a system of cleanliness that focused on the interface between body and world. Soap itself has a long and very surprising history in human civilization. The earliest evidence of soap making comes from ancient Babylon in 2800 BC. But they weren't using this substance to wash their faces or bodies. They were boiling fats with wood ash to clean wool and luxury textiles. Soap was an industrial degreaser long before it became a personal care product. By 1500 BC, the Egyptians were using soap-like mixtures to treat skin diseases. They combined alkaline salts with animal fats to create a healing ointment. It was a medicine used to soothe sores and fight off skin infections. The idea of using soap for a daily bubble bath is a recent luxury. For most of history, humans relied on biology, oil, and plants instead. It was only in the 19th century that soap became a global necessity. The horrors of industrial warfare required better sterilization to save wounded soldiers. This shift changed our relationship with our skin and our environment forever. We began to view all bacteria as enemies that needed to be destroyed. We traded our natural living shield for the convenience of a scented bar. Today, many scientists believe we have become too clean for our own good. The lack of those ancient bacteria may be linked to modern skin sensitivity. Eczema, allergies, and dry skin are often the result of over-scrubbing our defenses. Our ancestors were not dirty. They were balanced with the world around them. They used the earth to clean the earth, and it worked for millennia. Your body still remembers the days when it lived in a bacterial garden. You are the descendant of people who understood the chemistry of the forest. You aren't a malfunctioning machine that needs constant chemical stripping to be okay. You are a biological masterpiece that has survived the harshest conditions imaginable. Your ancestors were brilliant, resourceful, and probably smelled better than you think. They didn't need a plastic bottle to find dignity and health in nature. Next time you feel a bit sweaty, remember your ancient, invisible best friends. You are never truly alone when you have your skin's microbiome on your side. If this look at the ancient world changed your perspective, subscribe and stay. We have a lot more history to unlearn together in the next video. Go forth and remember that you are built to survive and thrive anywhere. Stay curious, stay ancient, and we will see you very soon.